Hi, welcome to Simple or Not Kitchen. My name is Melissa St. Ode, and today we are celebrating National Cheeseburger Day by making these smash burger style cheeseburger tacos. And these fun little cheeseburgers are easy to make. They are simple, and I will let you know right at the beginning, I did not quite follow the directions. Every recipe I saw for these online said use flour tortillas, and I used corn tortillas. So they did kind of fall apart a little bit, but they were good. This recipe is completely customizable. I'm using beef. You could of course go meatless or use ground turkey. And then you want the seasonings that you like with the burger. I'm using a combination of lemon pepper, garlic, salt, and pepper. And then we are also going to need cheese. So I'm using cheddar. And as well, we are going to need tortillas. I'm using corn tortillas. They didn't work that well. So flour tortillas are the recommended tortilla. And we're going to start just by simply seasoning our meat and mixing our seasonings right into that meat. And as I was making this, I thought, taco seasoning probably would have been a really good choice for this, but I ended up just using my regular standby. But if I were to do this again, I think I might try the taco seasoning. Once we have our meat all nice and seasoned, we're going to go ahead and portion it and form it into patties about the size of our tortillas. Once we start cooking these, things are going to move kind of fast, so I'm going to set them aside and just get started on my toppings. I'm shredding a little bit of cheese. You can use any kind of cheese and customize this any way you like. Personally, I like a little bit of cheddar on my cheeseburgers. And I like pickles too. What's a cheeseburger without pickles? So I'm going to go ahead and dice up some of my favorite pickles so that I can sprinkle them on top of my cheeseburger taco. And lettuce and onion would also be good in this recipe, but I'm going to skip those and go ahead and just chop up a tomato as well. I do like tomatoes on my cheeseburgers, but not such a big fan of lettuce and not such a big fan of onions. So we'll just use the pickles and the tomato and the cheese, of course. And then I'm going to set my toppings aside along with the other things that people might like on a cheeseburger. Those other toppings would be a little bit of ketchup along with some mustard and mayonnaise. I actually prefer to put all three of those toppings on my cheeseburger along with, of course, the pickles and the tomatoes. And it's into a skillet for our burger patties. And then our tortillas are going to go right on top of those burger patties, and we are going to smash the tortillas a bit into the burger. Depending on how well done you like your burgers, we're going to cook them for about 2.5 minutes on each side. Then we're going to flip them and let that tortilla cook on the other side. And then it's time to sprinkle some cheese right on top. Let that cheese melt right into the burger. I was making these. I was pretty happy up until this point. Then I took them out of the pan and tried folding them, and they were pretty messy. I think my meat was a little bit on the thick side. I probably should have made it a little bit thinner. The corn tortillas, as you can see, some of them just simply fell apart. Some of them we ate with a knife and fork. Some of them we just didn't fold at all. We just ate them flat, but they were delicious. So even though they were a little bit messy, they were still really good, especially with all the toppings on top. National Cheeseburger Day is every year on September 18th. And this recipe is just a fun and different take on the traditional cheeseburger. If you try this recipe or if you have any ideas on how to improve it, I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, you'll find more recipes, articles, and videos at PennellCentral.com.